Welcome to the 35th episode of Indie and Music Industry World. Ladies and gentlemen, Rob Wil. Yeah, the connection with from Europe to LA is always bad. I know it.
Yeah, man, it happens. It happens.
So your music is crazy, amazing. I've listened to your album and it's wow, it's a smash. How do you take inspiration for your sound? As you mix a lot of styles.
Yes, yes. So about that, I was basically working on sync placements for different TV shows and movies with a producer friend of mine that goes by the name of One Man Band, and he operates out of here in California as well. And we were basically just working on a few sync placements, and some of them got selected and some of them didn't. But we were like, maybe we should just put a full project together that is fully based around different, that could be selected for different sync placements, whether it's for sports or anime or anything from any obscure category or that's the LA traffic. So
No, that's cool. Sync is a pure smash. How did you? I was the writing process, the production process, because it just like a very intensive album. You got your own style that makes the difference.
yeah, no. So basically it was mostly just spilling through the production. So we started off with melodies, and then we kind of go into how does it how does the melody make you feel inside? How can we translate that to the audience? And it just naturally came about through that, really. And especially when you have a producer that you can vibe off of so good, it makes the process easier.
Yeah, how do you identify with a style? Because you mix more styles like from R&B, hip hop, something like funk. You got something cool.
Thank you. Yeah, no, it's just from different influences, really. So my favorite artist would probably be Stevie Wonder, and then you can go into Al Jarreau, and then you can go into even D'Anvert from like Africa. I don't know if you heard of the duo, and uh, who else? Just for different, the Fray, One Republic, like Maroon 5, just different vibes that I kind of relate to all of these different things growing up. I never really had a specific genre that I gravitated towards. So it kind of influences my music. So, it comes out in these different genres, I guess, as you say.
It's cool because I felt like there's something from you in the lyrics too. Does you generally talk about your own life or maybe something about generally? How did you take your own inspiration to write your tracks?
Yeah, no, a lot of real life. So as far as certain songs like half human, like sometimes I truly feel half human. Just walking down the street and just observing the world as it is and just my thoughts on it or just how the world accepts me. It's very uh, entertaining and how can I say? I guess the word would be I'm drawing creativity from my surroundings, whether it's interactions with people or interactions with the world in itself, or people I don't know, just like you. Like even our interaction of meeting over something like technology, and then now we're looking face to face and having a true
Yeah.
connection. It's cool how that can happen in the blink of an eye.
How was your impact about the public? Because I think that you're just like more an entertainer as a big artist. As you with your imagine, you could. I've also listened to your track with the same pounds, and it's absolutely standing. Your part makes it different, man. You rock. How is your collaboration with them?
Yeah, no, yeah, I love collaborating with anything. That's actually one of my favorite parts of doing music is collaborating because you every person can bring something different out of it. So as far as collaborating in any type of way, not even just music, but interviews, like you yourself could bring certain answers out of me that another person asking questions couldn't, just from your personality yourself, because you're an individual. So I love that part of human nature, how different we all are, and how we still can make great results happen, no matter what kind of collaboration combination you use, really.
Yeah, that's cool. Which is the message, and impact you want to bring to the public with your music?
The message would be to be yourself and don't let any outside force determine how you become. Just stay true to yourself. I always say individuality is the key to a personalized success. So your success might look different from somebody else's success. So just stay true to who you are and you'll reach the finish line, whatever the finish line may look like for you.
Yeah, how much is hard to create sync, because to find the right sound and the right melody for the track, for any tracks, because it gotta be very hard to find to mix more sounds, and you do it just like so crazy. It's so cool. It's a cool smash
Thank you.
project.
Yeah, no, it was very interesting to do. And honestly, I have about like maybe 5 different versions of every one of those songs just because like it had to be right. And some of them were great, but it's just they had to feel cohesive and make you feel like it wasn't a forced decision to have these different sounds. Because sometimes it can come off too forced and it's like you're trying too hard and you're not executing the actual emotion that you want to. So the great part about it is, like I said, having a producer that can actually, vibe off of you, and you both can push each other to become greater and do great things.
That's cool. How much is important for you to have your own style, and love your style. You know, that's an important part. As it creates you as an artist.
Yeah, yeah, no, I love style. So I'm basically just a stylish pirate. I'm just a stylish pirate, and it's from whether it's boots or then like I don't know. I just like I like antiques. I like accessories. Uh, I'm not too much like I'm not too much into like diamonds, but I am into like jewelry, like silver and like like I have like a black stone necklace. Like I'm into like different accents and different. Fashion is really just what you make it. Like I said, just being an individual. That's just what I like personally, and I feel like it matches with my vibe. Like I've always been a pirate since a kid. I used to go on cruises with my dad when I was young, and they used to have like little treasure chest hunts, like treasure hunts. And so like ever since young, I've always like been fascinated with the idea of like pirates and treasure. So it's kind of just synced up with me.
Yeah. How much is important for you the visual part of music? I see your videos, and you take care of it. I love the videos too, and I like performances.
Thank you. Yeah, no, the visual aspect is definitely important because you have to convey the same thing that you're conveying in the song. So like you don't want the image to take away from what you're trying to execute in the audible fashion. So visuals are very important. So like I try to make sure that I'm either falling in line with the category of what I'm speaking about, or I'm at least keeping it subtle so it doesn't overwhelm what I'm talking about. So yeah, I have a song that's called Personal, and the video, I wanted to make it feel like very like personal and very like sweet, I guess. So like I'm on like a flower swing in like the clouds, and it's like very close up. I make sure that all the my one shots are very close and direct to my face and not so far from you, because the song is about being personal. So I got to make sure that all of my shots and scenes in the music video are very personal with the audience, so you feel like you're as close to me as you can without actually being there.
Yeah, how much it's hard to grow, as an artist, and reach that kind of level of success, and maybe and stay with the feet on the ground.
Yeah, no, wait, say that again?
Yeah, how much it's hard for you as an artist to grow, and stay just like humble with the feet on the ground.
Yeah, no, the key to that is keeping people around you that can make sure that you stay humble, and you never really have to worry about that if you have real friends and family, and that keep you tethered to reality, because it is easy to lose yourself, especially out here in LA where I'm at. I see it every
Yeah.
day. So ego can take off, and you can just kind of lose yourself, and it happens a lot. But just to make sure you're tethered to people who care about you and want you to succeed, and that should help you out. Also, work on your own discernment so you can tell for yourself. But yeah, like, you just got to keep good people around you. Good people do exist. You just have to find them.
Yeah.
You don't have to. You don't have to not make friends. You can make new friends. You just have to be mindful, because everyone don't have the great intentions that you might think maybe.
Yeah, how much do you have you just done some new shows there in LA?
Yeah, I actually did. I just had a show not too long ago, and I'm thinking about doing another one. I did do like it was an event for Rolling Loud I had performed at.
Oh, next
But
time I'll be there. I come to see y'all. I know LA.
yeah,
I've been
no.
there just like so many times, and I come to see y'all.
Next time you come to LA, make sure you let me know.
Yes, absolutely. You gotta support her. I you, how much is hard, because you're independent, right?
Yes, yes.
How much is hard as an India without a major label to take care of everything, to take the business of everything. Or you think it's better to have a major label behind?
Yeah, no. So independent. Wait. Are you asking me like, is it better than? Do I think it's better than
Yeah,
being with a label?
yeah,
Uh, yeah. So I mean, it just depends. Like, It depends what you want. So like in 2017, I was signed to Capitol Records. I was in a group, and so I understand the record label situation. I've been signed before. It just depends on what you're working towards. Like if you already have a goal and a motion and trajectory, or you're already like headed towards somewhere, just keep learning more about yourself and learn more about your audience. A label is good for certain people. It's not necessarily a bad thing. You just got to know what you're um, discussing over your contract. Just
yeah.
read over your contract. It's not really like no one can really get you. Like if you read over your contract, it's just people don't, because you're getting your emotions, and the adrenaline is high.
Absolutely.
It's
You
a
can be free with your own creativity, you know?
yeah, no, and you can do that too. Like my record, when I signed with Capitol Records, we had 100% creative control, but that's because we negotiated that in our deal. So like you can negotiate pretty much whatever you want in your deal. They just have to agree to it, and the easier it is to do that is the more leverage you have. So the more leverage you have with your music career or your brand in general, uh, you can do things like that. Like tell the label, okay, I'll sign with this record label, but I want 100% music and creative control, or I want 100% of my merch sales, or you can give them a piece of your merch sales, so you can keep 100% of your creative control, or so you can keep some of your, like, you can negotiate all of these things. It's just you're not really taught this because, you know, a lot of people don't really want you to know this, but yeah, just be, you know, diligent and look over your stuff. And
Yeah. With your
don't
talents, you know, and with your music, you can work and work without labels and without nobody. You can reach the high levels, the big
yes,
success. I'm for sure.
yes, you can.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can, and you can use the labels for little things. Like you don't even have to sign with the label. You can use them for little stuff and say, I don't want to work with you, but you can do this for me, and maybe I'll promote something for you, or maybe I'll do something with one of your artists or something. You can leverage all of these things. You don't necessarily have to sign with a label. There's so many options. You just have to go out there and look for them.
So, thank you so much for this amazing interview. Do you want to present your album to my public? So, what
Yes,
do we can
I
find
do.
there? And it's gonna be
Yes,
#1 on Billboard charts.
100%. I
Yeah.
appreciate you for having me on here. And I'm Rob Wil, and you are about to start listening to Sync the Album.
So you rock, Rob. You totally got my support for every release, for everything you do. 'Cause you great. You're very
Thank you, thank
talented. Absolutely. Thank you so much for the conversation. We can do when we have a new release. You know, count on me for every
you. Of course,
support.
of course. Now, every release, I'll make sure I come towards you.
Yeah, absolutely. Have a good day, Rob.
You too, bro.
Bye. Thank you so much.
Yes, sir.
Bye.